Hello, my name is Laura Manson-Smith and I'm delighted to be here today with Ruth Cairnie, who is the Chair of Powerful Women. Welcome, Ruth.
Thanks.
So Powerful Women is aiming to get greater diversity, gender diversity in the energy sector at senior levels. And you've been Chair of Powerful Women for a year now, so tell us how it's going.
Well, first of all, I've been really encouraged by the amount of enthusiastic support that we get for Powerful Women from people across the sector. But I'm more convinced than ever of the challenges that we face and the importance of having this initiative and driving progress. In the last year, we've been really focused on deliverables. So we've launched a mentoring scheme called Powerful Connections, where we're matching really senior people in the industry with women who are close to getting into that senior leadership level.
Great.
And the feedback we're getting from the women involved has been so encouraging. They're finding it really helpful. When we talk to companies, they often say that they want to do more, but they're not really sure what's the best thing and what they should focus on. So we've pulled together from all different sources an online repository of really good practices, good resources, so that companies and women can dip in and look for ideas and see what will work for them. And then finally, we've worked with the senior leaders in many companies, and we've got some really impressive pledges where those senior leaders are committing to what they're going to do and what they're going to achieve.
Fantastic. And the resources you mentioned includes Igniting Change, which
Absolutely,
is,
which I know you're just refreshing, so it'd be really interesting to hear what sort of things you're finding this time.
Yeah, well, if you recall, in the first report, we looked at the proportion of women in executive board positions, and I'm afraid to say the situation hasn't changed that much. So still only about 5% of executive board seats are held by women. So that was really discouraging when we looked at the data. But what has been more encouraging is some of the stories that we're hearing, positive stories. If I give you an example, the Office of Nuclear Regulation now has 4 women on its board, one of those a chief executive. And just over a year ago, I can remember having a conversation with the chair of the ONR who was talking about what he was doing to get a more diverse board. So that's fantastic. So despite the fact that data hasn't moved on as much as I'd have liked, some good stories.
And I think that mix of progress is slow, but things are happening is probably going to be the pattern that we'll see. One thing I'm particularly interested in is that in those parts of the sector which are currently in very difficult times, like oil and gas, that they don't let gender diversity slip down the priority list. Because it's easy to focus on the immediate day-to-day issues, but in many ways, what the industry needs to do is to find new ways of working, be more collaborative, look for different solutions. And more diversity and more women at senior levels can actually be a tremendous help in that. So I think we really need to push the agenda and keep on with our initiatives to reach our goals.
I agree. So I'd really encourage you to take a look at the report, Igniting Change 2. It's available on our website now. Thank you.